Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Juno Gaming 90. Manchester United 1, Westham 0. Uh, but before we get into all that good stuff, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps, and it really you'll become part of the community. And don't forget to comment down below your thoughts on the match. And if you agree or disagree with me, I'd like to know what everybody thinks. Um, just going into the game today, especially first half, West Ham had a low block. They were playing with like a back six with like three other players in front of them before the striker, and United couldn't break them down as always. And it's a big issue. It's a huge issue, and I think it's a coaching issue because. And I say this because if you look at the team, you'll see that if you look on the left hand side, you'll see Rashford and Shaw. They are pushed up quite high. But if you look at the right hand side of the field, you see only Dan James, and you'll see maybe Bruno going out there sometimes. You'll see Greenwood going out there sometimes, and you'll see Wan-Bissaka push up when need be. But basically, we play with two pivots in the midfield, a pivot, not two pivots, a pivot in the midfield. And you'll see Wan-Bissaka plays like really deep, even against a low block team. But that really needs to change. And Ollie needs to see it soon, or Carrick needs to see it soon, or one of them need to see, especially against a low block team. Like, that needs to change. Like, they're playing low. We don't need all that players defending. We don't need all that players defending. Um, it either needs to be Scotty, and I think it needs to be either Scotty or Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka can push out basically to the opposite side of where Shaw is pushing out, and something needs to change because we definitely don't have enough bodies up against a low block because against a low block the whole team is back and we playing not sometimes our tempo is also a bit of an issue for me, um, but we'll play like not we'll play a good position game, but sometimes the tempo is a bit slow. But at the same time, like we don't need so many players deep. And then another issue against the low block for me is that when we cross the ball, there's not enough players in the box. Sometimes we're lucky if there's like one player in a good position in the box. Like sometimes Greenwood would be in the box, but he'll be in a terrible position. Or there was a time when Dan James was making he crossed the ball, he made a run to the byline and he crossed the ball low, and Greenwood was like not even close to the penalty spot where if the ball's being crossed low, like I can maybe understand Greenwood, like maybe not making a run to the goal, maybe not reading it, but Rashford playing on the other wing should be coming into the back post. Like that's like football 101, and it's not happening. I don't know if Ollie is scared to tell them or what, but if if uh, if the one winger is making a run, especially all the way to the byline, the other winger needs to come in on the back post or needs to arrive late in the box or something. And Bruno, he should also be arriving late in the box, but they're always waiting for the pass back. So when the ball comes into the box from a cross, like the team is never ready for that. And another problem is the double pivot, because if McTominay pushes up a lot more, Bruno can push into the box, and McTominay can be the player on the edge of the box, and then you'll have McTominay and Fred behind him. While we obviously play the double pivot, and they don't have that much freedom, but it's supposed to be where the defensive mid is obviously the deeper lying one, and the box to box or the yeah, the box to box midfielder is the one maybe not making the runs into the box, but just being that one to be the first line of defense. Or if the ball comes out, he's obviously there to pick up the scraps, and that's not happening because of the double pivot. And we have Wambasaka also just chilling, um, waiting for the counter attack, which barely happened. It barely happened today. And another thing is, obviously, like a lot of people saying this because of the centre backs, and I agree with them because the centre backs have no pace. That's why I prefer, as I said in my other videos, I prefer Eric and either Lindelof or Maguire. That being said, Maguire was my man of the match today. He cleaned up everything on that left side. Our left side is super strong. And our right side needs to get up to par so that the team can find some balance. It will be much harder for other teams to defend against, because I'm sure teams knows that United's left side is the stronger side, and they can plan for that. They can plan for that, and our team just needs some balance. But for me today, first off, Luke Shaw, he played brilliantly, but obviously nobody's gonna find the crosses because nobody's gonna find his cross because the team just suck at being on the end of the cross. And when I say the team, you can't have just the striker there. Sometimes Greenwood playing on the wing, sometimes I think maybe it is because of that. He doesn't find, he's not always in the box when the cross comes, or he'll be on the edge of the box. But for me, even though he's a winger that does a lot, I mean, he's a striker that does a lot, and he comes deep a lot and stuff. When the cross is coming in, he needs to be working his socks off to get there. It's his responsibility. And it's also Bruno. Well, Bruno today, he was coming very deep. I noticed sometimes we were playing like a 4-3-3 and not a 4-2-3-1 because Bruno was coming so deep. He had obviously that roaming role, but he also needs to be in that box because he's the number 10, and he needs to be making that late run into the box. And I think Rashford as well needs to be making that late runs into the box, and that way we're gonna score off the crosses we put in, because there was times where the ball goes across the box in today's game, even though they're playing a low block. There was times when the ball went across the box and there was nobody there. There was just nobody there, and it was annoying me. So the pivot's annoying me, and the work rate to get onto the cross is just annoying me. And I'm sure it's not just annoying me; it's definitely annoying you guys as well, because you can pick it up if you watch the game. You can pick it up very easily. I mean, to have one player get into the box on a cross and the team's playing a low block, no, that's not on. Like, they really need to look at that. But anyway, for me, in the first half, Luke Shaw was my man of the match, and in the second half, Maguire was my man of the match. And I think overall it has to go to Maguire, because I just think he done a lot today. Like, when the team was under pressure, it was good to see him shouting at players today. He was shouting, being the captain we need. I don't think he's a great captain. I obviously think, as all of you do, I think Bruno should be the captain. But I think Maguire, I think he had a really good game today. I just think our attack, that's it's so frustrating, because there are games where our attack is immaculate, like untouchable, and then our defense is poor. And there's games like today where our attack, it's just not good enough, because they're just not working hard enough. And then you get a performance from like Luke Shaw and Maguire where they are like super good. And we just need to find that balance. I mean, we're second in the table. Us United fans, we love to complain. Well, there's a few out there. I'm on in, but we love to complain, and we have our reasons. Um, but it's a few tweaks, and obviously the board is the biggest problem. It's easy to go in on the coaching staff and all, but the boards for me and for if you can't see this, the board's the biggest problem. Um, but anyway, that's my analysis of the game. I just think we against a low block, we need to have it needs to be like FIFA. Like we need to have two ways of playing. And I'm not saying we should just open ourselves up immediately. We need to maybe feel the game out, but as soon as we feel the game out, we see like today's game, obviously the best example. We see Westham like they can't attack. It's not that good. Like push McTominay up the field, push Wan-Bissaka up the field. Like it's fine to leave Fred there. I'm sure he can do enough just to slow them down. McTominay can work back, and the team will work back. But we really need to push somebody up. Both of them, preferably, but somebody up against a low block. Um, anyway, I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you can grow with this community. And don't forget to check me out on Twitch. I stream Apex on Monday, a Thursday, and a Sunday mornings, and during the week in the evenings, obviously, because I have work. Yeah, and just thanks for the support. I really appreciate it. Peace out. I'll see you next time.